Hello, 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 everyone. Tad Stevens with MediaMarket.tv here. Today we are talking with Bruce Meli with TapSnap, a mobile photo entertainment system. Bruce, how are you doing today?
Very good. Good morning, Tad. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you are welcome, and good morning to you and everyone else here. So let's get right into it. Bruce, tell us a little bit about what the industry that TapSnap operates in. Who are the players? What's it made up of? How's it work?
TapSnap is in the what's called the phototainment industry, pardon me, the photo entertainment industry. So it's a big part of the events industry is really what it's a big part of. People getting out doing weddings, corporate events, all of those types of things. There's a few competitors out there in regards to, for us, a couple of them, Photo Mingle, Shutter Booth. None of them are really fully a national franchise, however. So, but they're out there. They're doing great things. It's the difference between what they do and what we do just happens to be pretty big. The industry itself is massive. Most people just think of it as like weddings and parties and things like that. But the angle and the area where photo entertainment is really moving, which has certainly been a big part for us, has been with the corporate accounts that we do and that we work with. And it's the ability to be able to brand and get a message out to a corporate's social media channels and to people through everybody having a great time. I mean, people, you've used a photo booth before. I'm sure most people have. It is a ton of fun. So the ability to have that kind of fun, and then the corporation, then the company, have a full contact list of somebody that's had a first touch experience with that product, that's pretty huge. Most companies are out buying email lists, lead lists, and that's very expensive. So this provides a much more economical way for them to be able to get in touch with their customers potentially, or potential customers, while also having a great time. I mean, these things are super fun. Everybody gets silly, stuff like that. So we have the digital props. People have the actual real physical props that they put on, and all of these kinds of things just really add an enhancement to the whole thing. To give you a bit of an example, one of the things that we did is Hyundai brought us on board, and we did a huge cross-promotion. Well, they were doing a cross-promotion with The Walking Dead. So what they asked us to do was to just completely strip the kiosk and reskin the whole thing so it looked like The Walking Dead. We had blood splatters on it. We had zombies in the pictures, customized backgrounds and everything for them. This ended up with them, obviously through our efforts, winning awards at the Chicago Auto Show in order to be able to, in how they reached out to their customers and how they engaged with all of the guests that were coming through. So that part of the industry has really changed in regards to what it used to be, because everybody knows what photo booths are. As far as the old photo booth, you get in the booth, you take your 4 pictures, you get your strip. Now, with the way technology is, Tad, this really allows people to be able to get those pictures, share them immediately, really from wherever they are. And people love to see that. I want to be able to email it. I can have it on my mobile device, and then I can share it immediately, or just even show my friends, hey, look what we just did. It's a lot of fun. And these are the kinds of, and that's really the, certainly the direction that the industry is steering in, for sure.
Okay, super. Everybody, sorry, I had a little trouble with the camera there in the beginning, but I did get it fixed. So let's move on. Bruce, tell us a little bit now about if I'm looking for somebody for a mobile photo entertainment system, what we used to call a photo booth, how would I go about finding that person? Is there a way that a layperson like me could research and find somebody? And if so, how would I do that?
Most people just look up, just do a Google search and they look up photo booths. And then there's a whole host of them that come up. Certainly TapSnap is going to be among those that do come up. There's also going to be a ton of local photo booths that I'm sure are going to come up as people make those searches. And it really gets down to who do I want to work with, who do I want to go with, and you want to make sure that whoever you find and that whoever anybody is looking for, whether it be just for a wedding, for a birthday party, maybe a bar mitzvah, any of these types of things, you want to make sure that you're working with people who are going to make that event absolutely the best it possibly can be. It's got to be made just huge. It really, really does. That's one of the things that we bring to it, is you want to make sure that when you're getting a photo booth, that they're not just going to come, set up the photo booth, just drop it off, and leave it with you. You know, having a host there at any event for, you know, amenities like this, that's absolutely huge. I've done a number of events, black tie events, where it's black tie. They're, you know, they're a little stuffy. You got to break some of those people out of their shell naturally, and it takes somebody to be able to engage with them in order to be able to say, hey, come on over here, look what we have for you. And you get them involved. The fact that, you know, a photo booth is closed, most traditional photo booths, you got the curtains and you're in front of the camera, that's a little limiting as well. When you get to some of these open concepts as far as the photo booths go, that's really where it starts to open up, because, come on, nobody has any privacy anymore. If you're on Facebook, you don't have any privacy pretty much, do you? So we've kind of taken that away from the photo booth as well, really. And having it that open concept, people love it. You get people jumping in on the picture and photo bombing, as it's known. And it just really, really adds to the fun that people have. We have a great time doing these events too, and I mean, why would you not want somebody there hosting the whole thing and making it the absolute best event that it could be? So when people are looking up on Google and finding all of these photo services, whether they're a national franchise photo service, entertainment service like ours, or if it's just the mom and pop local guy there, you know, make sure that you're getting exactly what you want, and people are going to find a whole host of them up there. So,
okay, well, that leads into my next question. If I am looking for someone to do an event for me, and I do find several, how do I tell they're any good? How do I tell one's better than the other? How do I tell who's competent? How do I tell anything about them? Can you speak to that a little bit?
yeah, you know, obviously you're going to want to make sure that you maybe have the opportunity to contact a few people. You're also going to be able to tell the quality of it by the equipment that they show up with. I've seen some horrible setups, and I've seen some really, really good, really cool setups as far as photo entertainment systems go. And that's really one of the things you want to look at. And I hear consistently from the bridal shows even that we do, that's one of the things that people really like, for example, about the TapSnap unit. It is a clean, compact, attractive, standalone unit. Most other photo booths, even if it's a mom and pop type operation, a lot of times I've seen some people who have a camera on a tripod. I've seen people just with things stacked on boxes, and it just doesn't look good. You want whatever you're bringing to your party or your event, you want it to be exactly what you want and how you want it to look. So if you want a camera on a tripod on top of boxes, there's going to be a ton of people who are going to be able to do something like that for you. If you want something that is certainly a lot more attractive, that is really going to help elevate your event and have people coming in and seeing what you have going, wow, that is awesome, then you want to do a Google search for TapSnap, really.
Okay.
want to find the local franchise.
Okay. Well, actually, that is pretty much all I have for questions today. I wanted to thank you for talking with us and thank everybody for watching. But I did have one last question that I thought of when you were talking about that, is if you would tell us a little bit about yourself and TapSnap and a little more about what makes TapSnap unique. Why TapSnap?
Well, TapSnap has been, in 2011, we really started to see what was going on in the industry, and we saw that photo booths were starting to make a really big comeback. A lot more people were using them for like weddings and things like that. And we saw an opportunity to really elevate and do a whole lot more. So the unit itself is designed to be fully self-contained. It is, as I mentioned before, it's a nice, clean, compact design. There's no wires all over the place. You set it up and it's ready to go. It's a 42-inch display with a touchscreen overlay on it. How cool is that? I mean, imagine going up to your TV and getting your hands on it and doing all sorts of stuff with it. And I mean, you saw me put my hands up there. People are used to the gestures. The whole thing is gesture-based. So people are easy and they know exactly how to use it. The whole thing is very, very easy and intuitive. And having it set up in that regard is really, really one of the things that sets us apart from anybody else out there. And it's one of the things that everybody appreciates. Whenever they see it, everyone's like, wow, what is that? And they want to engage with it right away. So we've really taken a lot to try to make sure that people get it, that they enjoy what they're doing. The thing is easy to use. The software we designed and built from the ground up. And then, you know, in 2013, once we've been through about 5 prototypes, probably a few more, and we were ready to go, and we've just been improving on it ever since. We've also added something called SnapCast. This is really, really cool, Tad. Most people absolutely go nuts for this. You've got your TapSnap unit set up. You're taking your pictures, sending it up to the social media sites. SnapCast then can broadcast what's going on to other screens at the venue, at the event. It can also incorporate people taking pictures on their mobile device. Then when they post it with a certain hashtag, it then goes into the SnapCast rotation. So all of a sudden, you've got the SnapCast unit at one part of the event, and maybe there's a big screen going on or multiple screens going on in other areas of the event, showing the pictures from the unit as well as from everybody there. How cool is that? Not only that, people have the ability through the hashtag then to see those pictures as they're put up on social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you got it. We've got them all covered. So there's a lot that we've built into this thing to make sure that you can go with a camera on a tripod as from a local photo booth guy, or you can go with a photo entertainment system like TapSnap and really just absolutely knock the socks off of everybody at your event.
Okay, outstanding. That is very, very nice. Very cool. I do want to thank you for talking with us today, and thank everyone for watching. Everybody, if you would, check out TapSnap. I mean, it is really cool. Bruce, thank you very much. Do you have anything else you want to say before we sign off?
Thank you very much for the time, Tad. I appreciate this today.
All right, super. Again, thanks everyone. Tad Stevens, MediaMarket.tv. We will see you next time. Bye.